CPA fans, we're here with Coach Becky LeGate. This is Phil Newman, your Director of Communications here at the Academy, for a chance to talk to Coach LeGate a little bit about the basketball season, girls basketball for this year, and also look back a little bit at last year. And Coach LeGate, before we get into that, I want to just make sure people know about you a little bit. This is your third year at the Academy, and it's been very successful. And before that, 17 years at Davidson Academy. Of course, last year culminating at CPA with the state championship in girls AA basketball, which was a huge accomplishment, obviously. So I want to start there before we go into this season and just ask you, what a special day that was, obviously. And did it sink in right away, or did it take some time, maybe over the spring and summer, for the girls and for you and the community to really realize, man, we're state champions?
When you're in the moment, it's fun, the celebration. But there's still, there are still days where I look around and can't believe that we're state champions. Not that I don't think we're worthy, but it's just such a surreal thing. And, that day, you look at the celebration, how much fun it was. But still, every day that goes by, we joke about it, we'll look at each other and go, oh my goodness, we're state champions.
You almost pinch
That's
yourself
right,
at times,
absolutely.
Right?
So I don't think it ever fully sinks in, but obviously just such an awesome day, an awesome time for our school and our program, and a testament to those young ladies and what they did, and also to those seniors who ended their career where everyone would dream of ending with a state championship, not losing your last game. Mm-hmm. For them, they didn't lose a game in the year 2012, which is pretty awesome. So bittersweet that they are gone, but also exciting for the legacy that they've created at CPA.
Right, you mentioned some of those key players that while you celebrate and rejoice in that last year, it also creates some challenges for this season as some of those key players are gone now. So looking at this year, the roster has a lot of newcomers, some younger girls on the roster, of course anchored by some seniors also.
Right.
So talk about the roster this year and what you expect personnel-wise.
Well, we returned 4 seniors this year, 3 of which were major contributors last year. We return our top 3 scorers from last year. But obviously what we lost in defensively, intensity, our ball handling, we lost a lot from last year. However, there's a lot of young talent, as you alluded to, on this team. And I think the key to how good we can possibly be will be how quickly those girls grow into their talent and just their basketball IQs as they grow every game, and just how this team works together. Every team is different, and this team is not going to look the same as last year. It's going to look totally different. And to be a good coach and to be a good team, you have to go with your personnel, and you can't just cookie cutter everything. So
Sure.
This team, we can't do the same things. This team's going to be able to do some different stuff that we weren't able to do last year. And as this team, as I said, as they mature and grow, I think that we'll be able to kind of see what this team's going to be able to accomplish.
And of course, you have Faith and LT in the post, and Meredith probably
Absolutely.
running the court some, and then other players. But talk about some of those younger players who really need to step up. There's some 4 eighth graders, I believe is right.
That's right.
So who has to really?
Well, we have junior Kayla Turner, who will be asked to do a lot. She's starting for us right now. We have sophomore Caitlin Nichols, who's been injured and has been coming off of an injury, of about a month injury. And so once she gets into shape and is able to really, be able to give us some good minutes, she will help us greatly. We have freshman Adela Franco that has also been starting for us, who's also coming off an injury. So we have young girls that have never had significant varsity minutes. We have those 8th graders that you spoke about. There's 4 of them, very talented. We also have Alyssa Schaffner and Kayla Michaeloff to round out that roster.
Sure. What do you think some of the key moments will be? I think you've mentioned before that this is a key stretch in December.
Sure.
But looking at the whole season, what are some of those key games that you'll have a measuring stick where you can say, we have a chance to go back to state?
Right. Well, we have some formidable opponents coming up in Brentwood Academy. That'll be a great test for us. In December, we will play in the Hickman County Invitational Tournament. Right off the bat, we play Dixon County AAA. There's lots of really good teams in that tournament. Many AAA schools. Jackson County's also in our bracket, so some really good competition there. Obviously, in our district, Lipscomb is always a formidable opponent. They're always going to be a big rival game for us. I think some other teams in our district that are really making some noise right now, MLK and Whites Creek. And then, of course, we also play Innsworth after Christmas.
on
So
the
those will be some good challenges for us.
That's always a big game in any sport when Innsworth and CPA
Absolutely.
meet up. And then I want to ask you, just kind of on a personal note, it's fun to me looking from the outside in that you've got Faith as a senior and Savannah as an 8th grader, and of course Coach Kevin LeGate as an assistant. So what's it like having the family together, if you will, on the basketball
Well, I guess
court?
it's like everything. What day you ask me is how it is. You know, it's fun. It's nice to be able to have your family there. And I know when your kids are in high school, a lot of times you feel like they spend the majority of the time with their teachers and their coaches. So I'm very fortunate to get to spend that time that a lot of parents don't get to. It's fun. It has its challenges, but it really is a special thing, especially for this last year for Faith Senior Year, for us all four to be on the same team and in the same program's pretty special.
Well, Coach Becky LeGate, thank you so much for joining us. The theme this year, new team, same dream. Did I get it right?
That's right.
And so we're hoping to see if the girls can get back to state and perhaps even repeat that state title from last year. So thanks so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this and have a great season, Coach LeGate, and the girls will be cheering for you all season long.
Thank you.
Thanks.